Hello, everyone. Persia here, and welcome to a very special episode of GameSpot Live. Today's stream is sponsored by Marvel Future Revolution, and it's the very first open world action RPG on mobile, and I'm really excited to be checking out this game. But of course, I cannot do it alone. We'll be joined by some amazing guests, starting with Marvel superfan Greg Miller from Kind of Funny Games. How's it going, Greg?
It's great, Persia. How are you?
I am good. So glad to have you. We're also joined by Danny Koo, Director of Product Development at Marvel Games. How's it going, Danny?
Hi, Persia. Doing well here. Hope you're doing well too.
I am. Thank you so much. And we're also joined by Joe Lee, the Production Director from Netmarble. How's it going, Joe?
Hey, Persia. Excited to be here.
Me too, and all of us are going to be checking out some amazing stuff today, and we're obviously teaming up with Marvel Future Revolution to present various things about the game, whether it be the story, the open world, the customization options, the skill sets, and even more, like two really awesome multiplayer modes, Blitz and Special Operations. Phew, all right. I'm so excited to get started, but I have to know a little bit more about what's on the way, like some very exclusive codes and news, right, Joe?
Yeah, so we're dropping huge news at the end of the stream, as well as dropping a code like you just mentioned for some cool in-game collectibles. So stick around to the end of the stream so you make sure you see it.
Definitely stick around. And for everyone tuning in, a new future begins because Marvel Future Revolution is Marvel's very first open world action RPG on mobile. And we've got a nifty little video so you can check it out.
Marvel Future Revolution.
That's right. That's right. An amazing starter here. Greg, you look like you got some questions up your sleeve. What's going on?
I have a million questions up my sleeve. Yeah, for me, with this game, right, like I had been on one of our podcasts over at Kind of Funny, and I had mentioned when they started pitching Spider-Man games, what would a multiplayer Spider-Man game be like? And I pitched out that it would be like, oh, well, we'd all be able to come together. You'd be able to customize your own Spider-Man, customize your own powers. That would be your Spider-Man, and that would be it. And once I said that on a podcast, I got a comment from one of our viewers. I was like, yeah, that sounds really great, Greg. I don't know if you know, that's just Marvel Future Revolution. And I was like, oh, really? And that's when I went to look in. So, Danny, you're over at Marvel. Where does this start from? How do you guys decide this is the kind of game you want to do? Or does it start with Joe? Where does the actual idea for Marvel Future Revolution come from?
Oh, so this other title, Marvel Future Fight, it was a great success for both Marvel and Netmarble. The game has been over 6 years, and both the game and the community are aging pretty well. This success has actually inspired us to do more, something great, something revolutionary. So after a few years of working hand in hand with our friends at Marvel, like Danny, we bring you the result, which is, of course, Marvel Future Revolution.
Yeah, several years ago, like I know Joe like forever. It's been like, I know, 6 years, over 6 years that we've known each other. A
lifetime
back,
in the games industry.
Yeah, it's pretty a lifetime. Yeah. A few years ago, we met together, and we kind of want to do the next big thing after Marvel Future Fight. What's the next big thing? So we discussed, and we decided that open world would be good on mobile. That's the next big thing. Back then, the technology has not caught up yet, but thank God, the technology has caught up with us, and here we are today, introduce Marvel's first open action RPG on mobile for everyone.
Exactly. For everyone, which if you want to pre-register, you can do it right now over at MarbleFutureRevolution.com to be ready for launch day and receive a comics-inspired in-game costume for a hero of your choice. So definitely stick around for that. It's going to be awesome. And we are now going to hop into the meat and potatoes of the stream. Quick overview, in case you missed it earlier, we are discussing a ton of things about the story, the new universe, the open world that was developed by Marvel Comics with Mark Sumerak and Marvel Games. We are also taking a deep look into character customization and also the skill sets, and we are checking out 2 multiplayer modes later with another very special guest, Blitz and Special Operations. So I'm super excited to go ahead and hop on in. But before we do, I gotta send the question around the table really quick, starting with Greg. What are you excited to see today the most?
Oh, for me, it's seeing, what costumes are going to be there. Like, how into the weeds can we get to customize our Captain America, our Spider-Man, our Captain Marvel?
And what about you, Joe?
I would like to see the level of freedom that we provide with the game, since we actually have multiple layers of customization, like Greg just said. But on top of just the costumes, we also have like masteries, and skills, and stuff like that.
Awesome. And Danny, what you looking forward to today?
Oh, I'm just excited to watch the show unfold itself. Like, see how players play together, right? Now, this game is meant to play together for everybody. So let's see how it works out.
All right, I'm looking forward to it too. Honestly, all this talk has been fantastic, but now I am actually gonna hop into the game, run around, and, pass the reins off to Greg a little bit while I have some fun.
Yeah, the interview reigns. If you notice, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
I'm not allowed to play. I'm not allowed to have a leveled up 100 Iron Man out there ready to do anything.
Look
Not that I'm
how
jealous. Not that I'm jealous of your
clean.
black and gold,
I
very
mean-
clearly Mizzou-inspired Iron Man, but yeah, not at all.
I love it. This is actually the Marvel Now costume. Pre-register, you guys, so you can look as fresh as I do right now. All right, sorry, Greg. All you. It's time for
Oh
me to
no,
run
don't
around.
please, don't worry about it, Persia. We're definitely gonna be turning back and seeing what you're up to, right? So, Joe, one of the things as Persia hops in here for Select a Hero, you see the Iron Man logo lit up, and then you see the 3 pluses beneath it, and then some locks. How does this work? Is it that we have 4 characters on our roster that we're able to choose and then play through as?
Yeah, you're right. We actually provide 8 playable characters at launch, so you actually
Okay.
have the freedom to choose, whichever character that you want to play with. And then, if you actually want to, go for even more than 4 that is actually given, then you actually have the choice to actually, go ahead and free those slots too.
Sure, of course. And so then as we now pan around this world map, people are looking at this. Maybe they've never seen this game. They notice this is not Earth as we know it. We see Hydra Empire. We see New Stark City, Omega Flight Headquarters. What exactly is going on in the story here, Danny?
So the story setup is multiple reality converge into each other. A group of superheroes, with Omega Flight, try to stop the convergence of this multiple reality from happening. Unfortunately, despite all their efforts, there's nothing they can do about it. And a last-ditch effort by the Great Vision sacrificed himself to ensure that all this reality merge together in this new primary Earth, and everyone coexists with each other. And of course, with this new region, super villains from each of this new reality try to take over this place and take advantage of this situation. You, as a player, being recruited to join the superhero squad Omega Flight to ensure that all this evil doesn't happen and also prevent future convergence from happening.
For sure. And I think that's, for me as a comic book fan, as an MCU fan, right? I love the way you guys are already blending the worlds together. So, I got to play a little bit of it, and it was, I'm Spider-Man, I'm running around. I chose Spidey as one of my playable characters. I'm running around as him, and another Spider-Man shows up and is basically like, hey, this is what's happening. You need to come with us. We need to go, save the multiverse. And you get to pop in there and immediately have that set up and see it and see how it unfolds and see Tony Stark talking over New Stark City in the Avengers Tower mixed out there and all these different Easter eggs. You talked about the writer Mark. What reins did you give for writing the story, for creating the story, for talking about the conversions? Was it just whatever they wanted to go make?
So like like how we work at Marvel Games with all creators, in this case Netmarble, we give them the freedom to pick and choose iconic Marvel references, characters, locations, to channel the great Bill Roseman from our creative team. He once said, think of a game like a pizza, right? Netmarble, you are the chef. There are tons of ingredients, pineapple, bacon, pepperoni. Take these patches of ingredients and put them all together, and make your own version of the pizza, right? In this case, we work with Mark Sumarek, the writer, with Netmarble to come up with this unique story, epic adventure, and able to present to the players all new and exciting refresh. You might be familiar with certain Marvel references if you're an avid comic reader, or even if you're a movie goer and you watch a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. There are so many little stuff that get put together in this game. It's amazing. And of course, we're not going to stop here. We're going to continue expand this universe to make it bigger and bigger, because this is an open world, and you need a great story to support it.
Well, that's the thing, right? You talk about, Joe, your team at Netmarble being able to do whatever you want, go through this, right? And here we are on, it looked like Xandar Earth, right? Shoving together Xandar and Earth into one place. But on it, you're fighting a Sentinel. There's a bunch of stuff in the background I know I'm already catching as Easter eggs. Like, what was that like, Joe? Because it sounds, number one, like, oh, what an amazing thing. I can go create whatever I want. But then I have to imagine there's that, oh my God, I can go create whatever I want. Like, what are we going to do with this?
Well, as being the chef doing this for the pizza, right? I mean, we actually decide to throw what kind of topping that we want to throw on. Like, it could be kimchi, it could be bulgogi, whatever. But then when it comes to the game, then we actually like Danny mentioned earlier. All right, now the game is ready for some mobile, legitimate open world game. Then we would be like, let's throw some real time stuff on there. Let's throw some more challenging stuff on there. And while at the same time we wanted the game to be a welcoming experience. So this actually is like a gift from one fanboy and fangirl group to the rest for the Marvel fans, right? Like, we wanted to make sure that we have something for everyone. Like Xandar right there. I mean, we actually, maybe some of you already might have noticed that there was actually Sanctuary, the mothership, right there on the screen. Yeah, that's actually the mothership of Thanos and stuff like that you could familiarize with, right? The knowledge that you have from the MCU, the comics, and all that. So it's going to be like, oh, wow, I know that. Oh, wow, I feel right at home being a Marvel fan and all that kind of stuff.
There. Is that Nowhere back there? Is that also Nowhere?
Exactly,
yeah, that's the moon.
moon.
That's actually the Nowhere moon that we set up on there. Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, we wanted this game to be all right for both, not just the Marvel fans, being hardcore from that just lived and breathed Marvel comics from the beginning, or it could be from some newcomers to the IP as well, and also for the game itself. So
for sure,
that was the idea.
I think oh yeah, and I think it works, right? Because that's the again, whenever Bill Roseman talks about Marvel games, right, he's talking about this idea that Marvel is something different to everyone, and there is something for everyone. And so I think having those MCU references, but also then I know you have so many different comics-inspired outfits in here, comic-related pieces. Like, you're building a game really that is approachable, I think, for any fan.
Exactly. So if this is your first time coming in to this game or this IP, even if you start from scratch, you will feel right at home. We'll take care every step of the way to explain the situation of the world, the relationship between each characters, and you're gonna have a good time in this game.
So, Joe, one of the things is, we jumped right in here. We wanted to show gameplay, of course. Gameplay's king. People want to be able to see what they're going to be playing on their mobile devices here. There is, of course, a story we've talked about. I wanted to call out the fact that you've seen it in so many cutscenes, even from the little bit I've done. I've thought the cutscenes and the story presentation is so well done. It is Tony Stark talking to me, right? It is being at Black Widow's side. It is rolling into battle with Captain Marvel and really feeling that cinematic nature of it. Right now, as Persia flies around and as Iron Man, what is happening? Not so much in the story, but what is she doing? What is the goal of what she's up to right now?
Well, basically, this is the proper MMO or open world experience that we wanted to provide with the game, right? I mean, if you actually want to play like a superhero game, if it is a Marvel game, then you want to be able to fly around like what she's doing right now in the screen. And if you want to be, and also you want to have some larger than life action combos and stuff, so make sure that you're actually giving the bad guys what they deserve and stuff like that. So, and all of this, we wanted to make sure that everything is just running in real time, right? It's not just going to be you like what we're seeing on the screen, but when the game is out, when it's actually in the real server environment, it's going to be filled with lots and lots more people, playing together. And that was basically what we wanted, to give with the game.
Sure.
Yeah,
and I think right now. Oh, please go ahead, Danny.
Oh, I was gonna say it's possible that you run across some other Spidey. It's like, oh look, that color is actually quite cool. It's like take a selfie with them if you want, which is great, pretty great. That show off your costume to other players as well.
Oh man, no, that's the most exciting thing about it. Today I was playing and I popped the Scarlet Spider jumpsuit top in pink. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to see what other people are doing with their Spider-Man. I want to see what other people are doing with the Captain Marvel. Persia, I know you were talking about it earlier. Right now you're running around basically just grinding out like you're talking about, Joe, in any action RPG MMO, right? But it's that idea you're going to play later. And so that's what's I'm excited about, right? Is that ability of, okay, cool, I have 15 minutes here, 10 minutes there in between things. Go in, run these open areas, grind out whatever the dailies are, and then have those moments where I text my friends like, okay, cool, I want to go do Blitz. Okay, I want to go get this daily reward that we need to group up for. Can we get in there and do it together? And I think that's such an interesting way. I do have a question from the chat over on twitch.tv/GameSpot. Mecha Robot says, is this a free-to-play mobile game? He's new, he hasn't heard of it yet, but he thinks it looks cool.
Oh, well, it's not. It's it's a great time to catch up with the rest of the world now. It is free to play and it is on mobile. So all of that you're seeing, we try to call it a AAA quality graphics on a smaller screen. It's going to be free for you to download, and then all of the beautiful contents we created, you can just play with whoever you want to make party up with and all that stuff soon when the game launches.
And make new friends. And make
the
new
chat
friends.
has a bet going if I can get a release date out of you guys. So I'm going to keep leaning on you anytime you want to tell us the release date. That would be great. One of them is promising me a free video game if I can get it. So I would like that personally. Not to mention, I just want to play.
Well, let me slide in with the smoothest of segues. You mentioned some character customization earlier, and I think it's time to check it out. But also, for anyone who is just now tuning in, today's stream is sponsored by Marvel Future Revolution, and players can pre-register right now at marvelfuturerevolution.com to be ready for launch and to receive a comics-inspired in-game costume for a hero of your choice. That's pretty awesome. So make sure you stay tuned to the end for that. So back to the customization. There are literally millions and millions of different character customization options. We have this fully kitted Iron Man here that we're going to get to check out. Very exciting. But yeah, I mentioned it earlier. This very clean and fresh costume we got here on Iron Man is what you're going to get if you pre-reg. So the Marvel Now costume is looking so good. Make sure that you check that out. But let's check out some more of this stuff. Whoa. All right. Every time I see it and it pops up, I'm always taken aback for a moment.
Well, yeah, this is what we're talking about, right? The options to go through. And yeah, for everybody joining, you see over there on the right side, right? Head, body, arms, legs. Those are the 4 pieces you can go in. So when Persia's talking about millions, she's talking about millions of combinations where it is, you just saw the classic shellhead Iron Man, right? Like first appearance one, get that, but oh my God, a hot rod body right here, right? Like, this is the stuff that makes me mark out. Like I'm gonna enjoy playing through the game and doing all the different stuff, right? Danny, you've talked before about how Mark worked on Ultimate Alliance 3, right? And how much I loved Ultimate Alliance 3, but to get into the nitty gritty, have that kind of gameplay, that action RPG feel to it, and then be able to go through and put on this kind of helmet with this kind of body, like, yes, please.
Yeah, they're exciting. In fact, that's over 400 million combination per hero. So
wow. Have
fun at it, and we're not going to stop there. Netmarble has created different kind of costumes in there. Costume inspired by the comics, costume inspired by the cinematic universe, and also original costumes inspired by the various regions found in this game as well.
And so that's an interesting piece. So, like, obviously, again, we get it. Persia has a fully leveled out character. She's the chosen one for the stream. I get it. But when I get to start this up on launch day and I start playing through, Joe, how am I unlocking different outfits? You talked about them being in different areas. Is it that way? Is it mission rewards? Is it daily things? Like, how am I getting all these pieces? How am I acquiring gear?
We're trying to be pretty generous about how much we're giving away by giving as rewards by completing quests, or it could be like some daily rewards, login rewards, and also like there are going to be events that actually provide you with your costume rewards, and also Omega cards and some of the other growth factors from the game. And there will be some other ways to actually to go get ahead from everybody else by maybe being a little bit competitive, being a little bit more competitive. And some other ways too.
Persia, your Iron Man is getting dark.
This
is a scary Iron Man.
Look at this. I am living right now. These are so dope. And being able to mix together the combinations, like the helmet and the chest piece are not from the same place, but they look so good together. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself right now. Joe, what's your favorite costume in this?
I would say, all right, you don't have any piece of that, wearing at the moment, but mine would be the new Stark City one. That was actually one of our first takes on, creating our original versions for the costumes. And, when you're actually creating a game and developing a game for like years to come, and then there has to be some magic moments like, wow, this is going to be great. And I think that was actually one of the first magic moments that actually, that like surprised us all, that this could just work.
Sure.
Yeah. Right there.
So now, what I like, this is another thing I like. So parts you can go through and do one by one, but as Persia's showing right now, you can go in and do themes. And so they already have them pre-built, right? That's the idea that, hey, here is this suit that matches. You can quick equip it and get back out there.
Yeah,
there's New Stark City.
Yeah, I'll tell you my favorite. Yeah, my favorite is Savage Shadowland. Because it's a combination of Savage Land and Shadowland. How does the ninja defense against monster, right? If you look at this, it looks super epic.
Cool.
It's so cool. Like, I think he has some other colors that you can put on as well.
I actually love that you can kind of see a little bit of his arm through it. So although he looks like he is definitely some demon-esque like entity, it's totally Tony Stark under there. I love it.
Yeah, so on top of all the decorative purposes for making your superhero look unique and to your taste, and there are some like gameplay benefits too, like some of the perks that unlocks by equipping the same gears from the same set and stuff like that, and that actually only motivates you to actually stick around with the game as long as possible, and being as competitive possible as well. So that's actually one of the factors that we wanted to make sure that it is like motivating enough.
Well, sure, I have to imagine that's got to be a
about
core design
this
philosophy.
costume.
It's fear itself. Nice.
Yeah, that's the fear itself. I mean, that's actually one of my personal favorite as a fan of Marvel. Back in my Future Fight days, I mean, we all, me and Danny, we always talk back and forth about, all right, what's going to be the next for our update? What's going to be the next for our updates? And Fear itself was one of the biggest candidates we always had in mind because, if you actually look at the story of the comic books, then, if they, like, the whole team, and pretty much everybody has the set of, Uru-powered gears, right? And I always thought it was going to be, like a great fit for game material. And now we finally have it for Future Revolution. So
All right. Well, I mean, they're all stunning. Even mixing them together is stunning. You choose different color palettes and, all these different regions you can get them from. Definitely looking forward to more. But now I think it's time. We've done a lot of customization, but let's check out some skills. And of course, to do that, we had to bring in another very special guest. I would like to welcome in Cynic Alex to the show. Alex, how are you? How's it going? We are gonna kick some butt today, and yeah, welcome.
Hey, Persia. Super excited to be here, thrilled, and I want a piece of that pizza, so I'm going to be doing my best.
What's your favorite
Well, I think
pizza?
we're all hungry.
Canadian bacon, pineapple.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow,
we're going for
living
the bold
dangerously.
takes
This man
today.
chose violence this morning.
Exactly. All right. So I know that seeing all of these skills maybe at first glance can be a little overwhelming, but break it down for all of our viewers, Alex. Let them know what exactly they can expect when they're picking up the game.
So when you first start in the game, like if you're Greg and you haven't even played the game for a real launch yet, he's going to have to start at level 1. He's not going to be level 100 like us. You're not going to be bombarded with all of Iron Man's skills. He's got a lot of skills, and they're very cool. But you're just going to start with a few, and then as you level, you're going to unlock more, and then as you level even further, you will unlock these really cool skill masteries that are going to change the skills in extremely unique ways.
And Joe, can you give us a little more insight on specialization before we
Yes.
talk more about these specific skills? Because that's important too, right?
All right, that's actually specialization you're still looking at right there. You are actually able to build up your own specialization build with the rewards that actually come in kind of later in the game with the mode called the raids. So once you're actually done with choosing like which skills and which masteries that you actually want to build up, this is actually one of the later stuff that you actually get to face with. And this is where you actually truly feel to be the superhero that you want to be, right? So actually by building up to a certain direction of the specialization, then that actually allows you to be like to a certain type, let's say like crowd control heavy, or it could be DPS efficiency heavy, or it could be like AoE heavy, like whatever play style that you want to be. Or it could be like if you want to be just great at PvP, then you can actually choose to, build up to which direction and stuff like that.
How about all of them?
All of them, you could actually do that too. It just would, take a little longer.
Alex is up for the challenge. Alex is ready to throw it all away and devote his life.
I'm ready, coach. Put me in.
All righty.
All right, sounds good. I mean, I know there were even more skills. I have some different skills equipped than Alex has for my Iron Man. And yeah, there is definitely a lot. Danny, what are some of your favorite skills for Iron Man?
Oh, definitely party protocol.
Ooh, I think Alex has that one. Let me see it, Alex.
Nice choice, Danny. Great choice.
What
Yeah,
about
Party
that one
Protocol's-
stands out? Why Alex? Why is party protocol great?
It's really cool because it's not only going to do damage for you, but then it's going to call down 2 other Iron Man suits. And we've seen Iron Man use, and you guys have been showing Fear itself, all these different looks for Iron Man. It's going to call down 2 other Iron Man that will actually can sometimes look different than your Iron Man. As you can see, we've got the darker Iron Mans to complement the red, and they're going to all help you take some, pressure off of you with some, targeting, but also deal damage to your enemies, whether it's in PvE or PvP.
That's right. This game is actually meant to be played with other friends and stuff, right? So there are some specialization builds and like steel mastery trees that is actually for the maximum efficiency when it comes to the party play, like for the synergized effect with your friends and stuff. So we're about to see.
Oh, we're about to see, you say. Well, I think I know what that means.
Yeah. So what we're seeing on the screen, that's that's Persia's setting, right? So that was
right.
actually meant to be like the sustainable combat setting, and that actually utilizes a specialization build with some stamina recovery and decrease bonus, paired with some of the skills that do not require too much stamina and cooldown, so allowing Persia's Iron Man to be going on and on with the highest DPS efficiency. So that was Persia right there. While on the other hand, Cynic Alex's skill tree might be something else, right? What do you have, Alex?
Oh, you guys kidded me out with some really good stuff here. We got a lot of AoE damage, incendiary bomb, laser cutter, Danny's favorite, party time protocol, napalm bomb. I'm here to just take that crowd control after Persia stunned all the mobs or bound them or snared them and just bombard them with a lot of Tony's signature missile moves.
Yeah, that's the whole point for his build, which is actually supposed to be the crowd control, or it could be like the favorite guy in the party kind of a setting, like that actually gives you some more like perks and bonuses on like synergized effects and like some improved and increased debuff duration and all of that stuff. So I mean, we'll see which one works better and all that stuff, depending on your choice.
Or teamwork, if you're playing together.
Playing to win.
I mean, all this chat about playing, I have the itch to play now. So I think it's time to hop on over to check out some of these multiplayer settings. Alex and I are going to team up. We've also got some friends who are going to team up with us on the back end. And we're going to check out first the Blitz mode. So we're going to head over to these operations and the Blitz. Let's kick it up a notch, shall we? Let's try Never Ending Winter. All right, I've started it, I believe. Hopefully,
Did you catch
Alex
those
is
If
icons?
you guys are ready,
Oh, good.
There was Iron Man.
Did you see
There
all
was
those
two
villains?
more.
There were so many villains. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people coming in.
What we got
Good
here?
thing is
Cap
90
Alright.
plenty of
Cap and cap.
Ooh.
You got the cap and cap connection out here.
Yeah.
we are really canon. All these multiple
So Joe, this is
realities.
such a crash course for people who are like me, I think, that have been interested in seeing the trailers, but like are finally seeing the game and learning what it is. What is Blitz, and why would I play Blitz as a player?
Blitz is actually like a boss fight stage mode that actually lets you farm some of the some of the gears, like what we call battle badges. So this is supposed to be played by played as solo or with your friends as well. So if you think you're good enough to take on the boss by yourself, go take your stab at it. Or if it is something like Lao Fei, who is actually being pretty notorious for like being pretty difficult, then you might be ready. Stuff like that.
Okay, so coming in, you're doing that
Yeah,
stuff.
so
That makes more
wishing you
sense.
luck.
Can you explain? Can you explain to me what a battle badge is? I had seen it when we went to the equipment screen, right? Before we went in and put, the costume stuff was up in the top right, but then you had battle badges down here in the lower right. What is a battle badge?
Battle badge is like when you talk like from the conventional RPGs, it could be like equipments that actually gives you improved stats and damages, and also it could be the increased HP or like all of that stuff. Sometimes it could be like critical rates and all that like beauty stuff.
Okay.
So that you're gonna need like stronger battle badges if you actually want to grow up strong enough to face anybody like Lao Fei right there.
Persia, he looks intimidating. What's your confidence level right now?
You know what? We've got the team. We're looking good. We're feeling good. I learned how to use my dodge button.
Yes, very important.
I think we're good. Here, let me go help Alex, actually.
Thank you.
Don't worry,
Yes.
Alex. I got you.
Thank you. Bring that Jarvis in. Yes.
Yo, my satellite, though, I get 3 of them. Just raining down damage from the heavens.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yes. Apply that defense down. Let's go. Now you
Oh,
found
no.
the dodge
I used
button.
my super
That's
button.
good. Did you find the lock-on
Woo!
button, Persia? Oh, nice.
I did.
You're way ahead.
I'm using it. I
Nice.
had pro training from the mobile game master himself, Alex.
Another Alex is a multiverse?
Oh.
Let's go.
I think she means you. She's talking.
Hey, multiple Greg, multiple Joe, multiple Danny, in instances all over the digital world, multiple copies of ourselves.
Exactly.
What a lame
I need
game
to-
that would be.
Oh!
You can get in. You have
That'd be
play your
great
game,
game.
play any version of a Marvel here. You get in. It's any version of YouTube influencers. It's me and Alex. Like, all right, change their shirt. All right, now Greg plays Xbox games.
All right, I think you
Okay,
guys are
that
doing
was-
good.
Persia's
Definitely
showcasing
got
all the
Persia
skills
right
Laufey
there.
can use against you.
Yes, you know.
got grabbed by that
we gotta
ice.
give
Watch out, watch
Hang on.
out.
to the homies,
I goofed up.
I done goofed.
It's okay.
I let Iron Man
Calling
get
the
frozen.
satellite. This is my favorite.
Oh,
movie,
nice.
Satellite.
They're almost there.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta
Almost
go.
there.
Ah,
Yeah, watch out for
chilly
those
here.
warning signs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotta see a man about a dog. Okay, we're good.
It's also test your
Good.
patience as well.
Persia confidence
Right,
level
I
right
like
now.
to mash, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Persia's
good.
HP level right now.
Oh, you know, he heard me talking, and he said, "You sure about that?"
No.
Okay, we're
Gentle
All right, less than
teammate
one bar to go.
reminder. We
Yes.
got this.
You know, let's see if I. Oh,
Oh.
no, I'm right in the cusp. No.
Oh no, we lost Captain Marvel.
No.
We gotta
Revive.
do it for Carol.
Oh. All right.
Listen, I like you both, but
He's
I don't
not
know.
happy.
I don't know
I'll
if you got
tell
the
you
stuff.
that right
You
now.
know?
This is not, no, we got.
We got this.
Oh, there you
we
go.
got him on the
Good
ropes.
call.
Yep, yep,
The
yep.
Asgardian ropes. The Jotunheim ropes.
Dodged it
Show 'em how you
perfectly.
do things on the Rainbow Bridge.
Nice. We need Heimdall.
Just a little more.
Ooh.
Dodge.
Yes, patience.
Come on, Persia.
There you go.
virtue.
You're doing pretty well.
Wow.
Persia is an
Morgan.
expert now.
I know. All
She's
this
got it
pro
for me.
training. He's so dead. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe not.
Oh, there we go. Party protocol. Hey.
All right.
Oh,
All
there you
right.
go. Good job.
Excellent.
I was
Excellent
like
work, team.
completely frozen.
Good job.
Great teamwork.
We had the comms. We had the the combos. You know, feeling good. Feeling good.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's not the only multiplayer mode that we're checking out today, though. That was just Blitz. We're also going to check out Special Operations, which ups the stakes a little bit. Danny, do you want to tell us about Special Operations and maybe shed some tips? Because my confidence is dwindling a little bit after that last fight.
So, special operations is like a special mode for you to team up with your friends to live, the life of superheroes in the game. It can be, defending against a wave of enemies over a location, or it can be survival inside an arena, or you can rescue civilians and rack up points with each other. So
Yeah,
hopefully through this, you can kind of figure out who is your real true teammates.
Yeah, on top of what Danny just mentioned, specialization, special operation is meant to be a fair mode. What we do with this mode is we actually balance everybody's level to be maxed up at 100. So it doesn't matter how geared you are or how equipped you are, right? It's all about your skills and it's all about your expertise about the level design and the patterns of the content. So you can see who is the teamwork expertise and who could be the damage dealing expertise and all that stuff.
And also who carries or who require carries.
Sure.
I'm going to need
Alex, I will require carries when the time comes, when this game's officially
It's
out.
your
and you can
moment
play
to
with me.
shine, Greg. Level 1 Greg, chopping it up.
Really dodging, really getting out there, showing them what's up.
All right, Joe, I'm putting you
Shall
to
we?
the test right now. We want to head over to the Sakar arena. So would I have to head back to HQ to activate that, or how do we get there? I believe we can go back to the HQ, right, Joe?
I think you might want to cancel the query that you put in and then choose it back. All right, go back to special operation. Start matching. It's going to be Xander's defense.
Oh, okay.
Staying on Persia.
That's the mission for the day.
All right, sounds
Awesome.
good. Making sure I was on the right one. I didn't want to get left behind without Alex. That would have been really terrifying.
We got this. Double Iron Man can't lose.
All right, we are in. We are in.
A 10-minute time limit.
Easy.
Pressure's
Who
on.
could it be?
Uh-oh. Where was that? Where
Would
was that
have
ship
come
again?
invade Zen Earth. That's
Yeah.
Sanctuary.
Oh,
That's
no.
Sanctuary.
Who-
What?
They are here to seek Sanctuary.
Okay. We got bogeys on the right and bogeys on the left.
Yep.
Copy that.
So wave after wave after wave. Make sure you actually defend the convergence engine right there.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
They
that's the whole goal.
immediately ran for that.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Look at those points
Oh,
up
the
there for defeating these
serotonin on
monsters.
these number levels. I'm not gonna lie.
Good Lord. Yep.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Numbers
Alex
on
is-
numbers on numbers.
Alex, this is where you come in because you have the, crowd control stuff all set up for your build.
Yep.
So. Mm-hmm.
Set him up. Persia knocks him down. Here we go. Yes. All that AoE. Oh, we got one straggler.
Yeah.
There we go.
There is
Nice.
one over there. He's enjoying the view. Let's go get him. No loitering.
We can pick up these buffs as well. Red, blue, and yellow buffs. Now we gotta destroy
What are
these
they- and
pods.
When you're picking
Whoa.
these up, like, how do you then use them? Do you want to pick up red to fight a certain enemy, Alex, or is it
You
blue
want
to...
leave them all for me, Greg. Just leave them all for me. No, so the red ones are gonna buff your attack. And
Okay.
you can actually see that under the stamina bar. Oh, yeah, under the stamina bar, the yellow stamina bar, I got a little sword for my attack.
Gotcha.
The blue ones, if you get hurt, we're gonna heal you. And then the yellow ones are gonna increase your ultimate gauge. And in Iron Man's case, that is the ultimate unibeam.
Unibeam, hell yeah. And that's obviously what's, for people who are seeing the game for the first time, is what's filling in, right? Obviously, you see the arc reactor on your screen slowly filling in with the white dots around it. That'll allow you to Unibeam then. Now, Alex, of course, you're no stranger to this game. You have a YouTube channel that's just chock full of Marvel Future Revolution videos. You
been
have
busy,
this
sir, yes.
dedication to a game that's not out yet. What are your findings so far with it? Like, what is
It's out.
drawn?
In the small country of Canada.
No, it's a soft
partially
launch.
out.
All right.
Okay,
I
it's-
see everyone
okay.
over. I see them on Twitch.tv/GameSpot right now, being like, "Hey, they changed
True.
this. They did this." It's like, guess what? That's what happens when you're in the beta, and you're in the beta for America.
Yeah.
So when it gets to America, that'll be the time we get mad about everything. That's when we're mad
Yep.
about decisions, and they did stuff because you're not in the beta anymore. But my question, Alex, is what are you finding with it? Like, why are you drawn to play this game so much?
Man, there's just so much. There's so much. This game, it's in soft launch, like you said, but it feels like it's so familiar. It's something I've wanted to play and had the imagination to play, but not the tech specs or the actual app to play on any device, let alone on my phone, for years. You know, we've all dreamed of, jumping into this open world, and I'm Spider-Man, you're Spider-Man, I'm Captain America, you're Captain Marvel, and now it's here. And I love Marvel, and I just love this kind of game to begin with. So it's just the marriage of these two amazing things. More than two, way more than two. But yeah, it's the perfect pizza.
Y'all are making
And
me
coming
hungry
from
a
you-
bit.
Hearing that from Alex, it's just melting my heart.
Yeah, I'm with you, Alex, right? Of like the idea of being able to jump into this sandbox, this toy box, right? Make your own hero and then go out and do I want to spend hours playing in the day or do I want to spend 30 minutes with it? Do I want to do the daily? Do I want to chase this? Do I just have something to do, whether it is that I'm just killing time in between calls or something, or you're actually getting in there and have a new Marvel story for it, right? It smacks so much. I'm right there with you of what drew me to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 and what I dug so much about that, Danny. And so then to have that here on a mobile device and have that same kind of experience ready to go, I'm stoked for it.
Yeah, the
Bring it
story's
to
amazing,
America.
dude. Yeah, let's go. Release
Then we
date.
team up. Then we go. So Joe, like, so special ops? The big hook here is the time limit. Is that the fact that they rotate every day to give you something new to do?
Yeah, well, every day we actually give you a different mode. Like there are numerous different kinds of a variety in terms of what you can do. Like what you're seeing right there, that's actually called Obsidian. That's Thanos's, like Hunchman, right?
Oh, we know.
So stuff like this kind of a defense mode, we have that. This is like surviving through wave after wave. But then there are other modes that actually gives you, like that test your skill to survive from like Sakara Arena, and also Hydra Empire stuff that actually gives you what it feels like to be rescuing civilians, stuff like that, like all kinds of variety, like what it means to be like a superhero. And we wanted this to be, like once again, to be fair for everybody. Make sure that like there's something for you to you to play, even though when you don't think you're really ready or fully geared up. Worry not, because we have the special operation for you. And I'm looking at Persia.
Oh no!
Persia is knocking it out.
I was like, over there beating some dudes.
Hey, pay attention to the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, convergence engine. Your job is to actually defend that, not just Call of Duty.
He's gonna get to us.
Yeah. You can leave him for now. He'll find you eventually. Don't worry about it.
Right. Yeah, stick together right there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here we go.
All right, there you go.
Hammer him. Let's go.
Let's go.
You guys take the hit. Oh.
Ow! I am hurting.
Excellent. I mean.
And you're healed up.
Excellent. Yeah.
I mean.
Alex, gotta be the savior of this stream. Can't just be a team player. Gotta remind everybody how good he is.
Oh my goodness.
No way. No way. I'm embodying Tony Stark.
Right now, guys. Oh crap. Well, there I go.
That's true. You're really role playing. You're really getting into it.
Ooh.
So, Joe, obviously, I will remind you that there isn't a release date, and I would really like that at some point. But while I wait for you to finally just tell me, what are you learning right now? The game is in soft launch in a couple different territories, right? Like, what are you guys learning right now? Oh, what? Alex! Wait, so Joe, hold on a second for my question. Alex, what happened, buddy? You were so confident.
I was trying to help Persia, and they swarmed me.
What? Don't
over
use
here
me
on your
as an
YouTube
excuse,
channel,
bro.
so
I'm
many
alive, all right? I don't want to hear
so many
all
videos
that.
and so many subscribers, but you still died playing the game.
Dang, Greg.
Can't blame
Alex is still number 2.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's crushing it. Higher, further, faster, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
But Joe, back to you. What are you guys learning right now? What are you taking away from people actually getting their hands on the game finally? How invaluable is that? How valuable is the feedback you're getting on Discord, Twitter?
Yeah, I mean, we actually wanted to have the, like the first and foremost idea about the genre, how it would be, would be user friendly as much as possible. Because if you're actually playing any kind of this kind of a complicated RPG, you want to stay away from, making the learning curve too stiff, or just make the game too challenging or stuff like that. Because, when you're actually building a game based on Marvel, that means you're going to have all these, like non-gamers that probably didn't have too much gaming experience previously in their life, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, like all of these, like stuff to learn and all these information that needs to be, exposed and to be familiarized with. Yeah, well, it's actually working out pretty well. I mean, people are catching up. We're actually seeing a lot of, the max level characters, max level players already, and that just know how to, get the grip and just go. All that stuff. I mean,
yes, we just got the grip, just like you said, Joe.
Yeah, just like these guys right there. I mean,
and M2.
Captain Marvel.
And M2. So yeah, we also learned a lot of requests coming up from the soft launch. We have 8 playable character roster. They're like, where's Hulk? Where's Jean Grey? Like, people would want to play as their favorite Marvel characters, and we know that. We are collecting all this feedback and just want to let everyone know we hear you, and we might have surprise in the future. So stay tuned on that.
Yes, of course. Definitely stay tuned. And geez, Alex, we did it.
Job
easy.
Persia. Yeah.
I was A little scared at first, but we handled that with ease and we looked pretty good doing it. All right, we have now reached the end of our stream, actually, which means it's finally time to give away the coupon code to unlock some in-game collectibles and announce the big news. But first things first, let's show that coupon code really quick. And Joe, please explain to us what this coupon code is going to give to our viewers.
All right, that coupon code that you see on the screen, that actually gives you 50 potential reports. Well, potential reports actually it strengthens you on the base stats of your characters. So, I mean, you'll be able to redeem this code once the game is out in your region. Don't worry about writing it down or anywhere, because we will remind you to redeem the code and wear it too. So, see you in the game when it launches.
Thank you so much, Joe. And for all of our viewers, make sure you jot that code down really quick so that you can get your goodies. But that is not all.
I don't believe Joe for a second. I wrote it down. I'm not trusting anybody to remind me about this code. It's over in my Slack right now.
Write it down, guys.
I try to do my job right.
Well, if you're like me and you have short-term memory, you probably already forgot it. So write it down. All right, everyone. That's not all we have to announce, though. We have some huge news. Let's play the video.
Join my revolution.
If you're like me, you're fighting for the future.
A battle has just begun.
Earths are all about to collide with each other.
It's going to be the most dangerous mission you've ever faced.
Let's get moving.
Pre-register now.
There you go.
Boom.
there
you go.
Everyone is bet.
There we go.
That's right.
August
Everyone.
25.
8:25. Be ready.
It's so close. Like
Enjoy your superiority while it lasts, Canada. August 25th is my time.
We'll be waiting.
Oh,
Greg.
I've been dying to let the world know. We actually locked this game down for a while. So I mean, the game has been ready. We're actually, of course, like putting all the last minute efforts together to make sure the game is ready for the worldwide. Whew! Can't believe we're already here.
Yes, indeed. Already here a month away. Marvel Future Revolution will launch on August 25th globally. And of course, we cannot wait to play this game. Also, don't forget to pre-register. You can pre-register now at marvelfuturerevolution.com. You can get an comics inspired in-game costume for a hero of your choice, and we also add the coupon code from earlier to give you even more awesome stuff for your character. I cannot believe we have reached the end of our stream already, but we definitely went over a ton of stuff today. We talked about the story, the open and vast universe. We customized our character. We hopped into multiplayer. We checked out skills. We took down the bad guys. We did a lot, and all of it is thanks to Marvel Future Revolution for sponsoring our stream today. Don't forget, everyone, pre-register and get ready to play Marvel Future Revolution on August 25th. We will see you next time. Peace out.